the Broncos and the Titans, and it kicks off next.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took on of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Blankenship's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
On second down, they'll run it here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Jackson looking to throw on third. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on that game.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinney. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy. Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs. And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A handoff as they run the counter play. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On the move past the 40.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter.
And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And The ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on first down. It's McKinney, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 22. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Calhoun, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On first down, it's McKinney, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
I need to walk in the back. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, it's McKinney, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try to find the receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 5.
Catch is made by Carson going across the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Titans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw again is Jackson.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Jackson now. And that is caught by Marshall for a Jet touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Titans on third down. They amazingly have not seen a fourth down yet. They've converted every time. This is 3rd and 4. Runs over it. And he coughed it up. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run on first down. McKinney.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On second down now. It's McKinney. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's McKinney. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to him on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinney, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Up the middle they go. It's McKinney. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.